Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking it a little bit softer, a little different approach to the videos per usual, and I've been really enjoying the series of we're just getting to know each other and talking in more of a podcasting setting. Just blanket outright, I want to say something that has brought me a lot of solace, and it can either bring you a ton of solace or it can cause a lot of pain. And acknowledging which emotion comes up with this statement, I think, is really important to getting to know yourself and how you process different things. You don't matter in this world. And I mean this in a very, very positive way. So please bear with me, stick with me, because there's something beautiful that can come out of this once we acknowledge that we're not the main characters of this world. People aren't looking at you the way you think they are. They're not concerned about what you're doing. They're not concerned about the minute details that come up that you're anxious about. The beauty of this, there's two things here. One is now you don't need to worry about what other people are thinking about what you're doing, because they are thinking about what they're doing and how you're perceiving them. And it's a beautiful paradox of life, because once you realize this, once you realize that nobody truly is focused on the little things that you do, maybe 5% of the things you do are actually being focused on, you are free to do whatever you want. You know, the fear of judgment is no longer there when you recognize that it's all okay, that other people are concerned about what you think about them. So when I say the statement of you don't really matter in this world, the reality is you do. You matter to yourself. You matter to the universe that holds you and sits with you every day. However, the things you do, the actions you do, don't hold as large of consequences as you may think. Consider this. Growing up, was always so concerned about the words I was saying because I was fearful that somebody might, misperceive my statements and take offense to them. And I got really anxious by this, and it prevented me from saying a lot of things that could be really helpful to people. Not that we're trying to necessarily change people, right? But it prevented me from saying so many things that I felt that could help the individuals, out of fear of offending them, out of fear of saying the wrong thing and making them, making them dive so deep into this rabbit hole of, okay, Cloud or Drew is this just major asshole, and he's never, doesn't see me the way I see me, and all of these other things, when in reality it's your perspective on the world. So the first realization, nobody cares, right? Nobody cares what you do. Nobody cares what you think. Most of the time, if they do care, it's self-focused. It's, do they care about what I'm doing, right? Do they care about the actions I'm making, and how are they perceiving me? When you adopt this mentality, it opens up this just plethora of abundance and freedom in your life. And it's a really weird mentality to embrace, because, you're often going to be seen as, well, why is this person doing this? This is so weird. And why is this person, wearing the things he's wearing and doing the things he's doing and saying the things he's saying? Well, it's because you realize nobody truly cares. I'm just taking a moment to breathe because I'm a little sick, and I really struggled this morning waking up, because I knew that I had to record a lot of different things, and there's a lot of pressure around posting every single day that has just consistently come up, and I'm trying to prep for a trip. And this kind of ties into what I'm saying right now, and it's funny enough, I'm smiling to myself because I was so anxious about producing and performing in this video, in the future videos I'm needing to record today, just for this one trip I'm going on, And it actually prevented me to record for 3+ hours this morning. And I'm sitting down here doing something I said I wouldn't do because I quote unquote wasn't feeling it, or I didn't feel like anything would come out of my statements because I wasn't feeling really myself this morning. And all of that to say, I'm okay, you know, and it's okay. And the reminder that we need to give ourselves of, you know, not everybody cares as deeply as you think, right? I was like, okay, well, I need to record one Stardew Valley video today, and then I need to record 2 Minecraft videos and all of this other stuff. And I realized, you know, at the end of the day, who's counting? Who is counting? Yes, my subscribers and my supporters, which I'm really grateful for. And by the way, your comments mean the absolute world. On the last video where we just talked, I got some really heartfelt messages, and it truly meant the world. More than you may realize. But, you know, you guys aren't necessarily counting down the days of, okay, Minecraft video on this day, Stardew Valley video on this day, Minecraft video on this day, Terraria video on this day. And if you are, that's amazing, and I'm so grateful for you. But I need to give myself grace on, it's okay to not be consistent with the games and the quality of the videos and everything else. And I think, in a funny way, I sat down knowing the title of this video, but not knowing what I was going to say and how I was even going to be vulnerable in this video enough to share my experiences. And it's exactly what I personally needed to hear. Nobody cares, and it's okay. It's genuinely okay. You know, we recently hit 2.5k subs. I'm blown away that this is even a conversation we're having, because like, or a statement that I could say. 16-year-old Drew is freaking out at that statement. But it's beautiful, and I need to remember that, you know, life isn't about, or isn't, I shouldn't be concerned about the numbers and everything else. And the pressure builds up the higher that number goes. But in actuality, the content's not changing. I'm not changing. We're just growing the fan base, which in a way for me is scary, because I'm also being vulnerable with you guys. And the more I'm vulnerable with you guys, it's showing my true skin. I guess more risk is involved. And so this is a reminder to myself, it's okay. It's all gonna be okay. Whether it's 2.5k or 2.5 million, I'm gonna be the same person. And this is the tone you're gonna get, because this is me, right? And that's beautiful. That is something I need to consistently remind myself of, because when you go to chase views, when you go to try to blow up and things like that, it's kind of unsustainable. And so when you're not yourself, you quickly realize in life that the actions you're making are not sustainable in the slightest. Like I could make a video right now with high retention editing and clickbait thumbnails and everything else, and I might get 80k views, 100k views, 1 million views, who knows. But at the end of the day, I know that that's not me. And so I'm going to build this like giant pump of a view and get a whole bunch of subscribers that are here for that kind of content. And then whenever I make a video like this, they're not going to be there. You know, they won't necessarily care. Not that that's a bad thing, right? Like, people come back for content that they want to see, and that's just the nature of YouTube. And so I'm realizing that this game we're playing, this game of YouTube, is one where I have to be so patient. One where I know that if I'm not, and I just try to jump in and focus on the views, it won't last forever. And nothing lasts forever, right? But I'm trying to prolong this because it's my passion, it's my love to create videos, to talk to you guys, to embrace the uncertainties of, hey, will this video even get 10 views or not? And it's just something that I've been really grateful for, to say the least. Let's make some fences here real quick. There we go. Oh no. There we go. We need to stack them like this. Perfect. Beautiful. You know, it's also funny because with Minecraft, and especially with these types of topics of videos, I don't pre-record anything. I don't even premeditate any concepts that I want to talk into. It's genuinely just like free flow thought. And to me, that's scary because I don't know what's going to come out. And that's a pros to life. We don't know what is going to come from what we're doing, but we still do it because it feels right. And so if something feels right for you, you should just do it. You should just exist with it, because if you do, and it's what your soul wants you to be doing, oh, it's game over. It truly is game over. Because your soul knows what it wants, and your body says, hey, I'm ready to do this thing. You can't let fear stop you from doing it. You can't. And it might be scary to post your first video, or it might be scary to ask that girl out or that boy out, or it might be scary that the fear of judgment may exist. But you need to remember one very, very important thing. Nobody cares. And that's okay. It really, really is okay. I don't know how long these videos are supposed to be. I don't know if what I'm saying is going to be received appropriately, or if I should even be doing these videos at all. But I do know one thing, and it's that my soul feels like it's the right thing to do. And as long as I keep feeling that feeling, I will continue posting these types of videos. And I trust the universe will show these videos to the people that need to hear it at the right time. And the universe will also provide me the topics that will help me and help you guys. Or just spark a conversation. It doesn't even need to help. It just needs to spark a introspective feeling. And that is the beauty of trusting the universe in whatever it wants to do, because we both know we can't predict the future. We can't ever say, oh, that's gonna happen. That's what I'm predicting. We can always predict. We can always say, hey, this is what I want. But 9 times out of 10, the universe won't give that to us. It just won't. And that's so cool. Like, it's really cool, because you have to embrace that uncertainty. You have to embrace that questionable outcome, the not knowing of what will happen, and still doing it because it feels like the right thing to do. She might, or he might say no. You might not get views. You might not make the soccer team, the volleyball team. You might not have the outcome you wanted. But it's better than if you didn't do it at all, right? Right. If you enjoyed this video, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for coming along on this journey with me. We had a very emotional call last night, or it was emotional for me, where we hit 2.5k subs, and maybe small, but for me, it's a great step for my soul, because this is what it's supposed to be doing. This is what it wants to do. So, do what your soul wants, and don't set the expectation that the outcome will be what you want. Just do, and trust that the universe has your back. Hit like, hit subscribe. That's the only YouTube-y thing I'll say here, because I want to hit like 3k subs or something. That'd be kind of cool. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.